We are going to construct 3D objects today, and I would like to construct a 3D brick at first. So let us now turn on the local coordinate system. A 3D brick has length, width and thickness, and these are the dimensions of the brick. It's always a good practice to parameterize the dimensions, and that means we have to assign separate variables to the dimensions. These variables are called parameters in MacroWeb Studio. Now we can see the parameter list window from View menu. Let's specify 3 parameters for the brick: L for length, W for width, and T for thickness. The type of the all dimensions is length. Let's suppose that all the dimensions are in millimeter, and to set the unit of the length you have to go to Solve menu. So go to Solve menu, and from here select Units. Change the dimensions to millimeter. Now we are ready to construct the brick. Select brick, press Escape key and give it a name, brick 1. Now let me explain a little bit something. The local coordinate system has 3 axes, U, V and W. If you consider the length of the brick is along V axis and the center of the brick is the origin of the coordinate system, then half of the length is along positive V axis and the rest of the half is along negative V axis. So V minimum corresponds to the negative V axis and V maximum corresponds to the positive V axis. For negative V axis, place a negative sign here and write down L divided by 2, that is the half of the length, and for V maximum, positive L divided by 2. And the width is considered along U axis. The same technique is applied here also. Half of the width is along U minimum and the other half is along U maximum. The dimension thickness is along W axis. However, you can specify thickness along positive or negative W axis, but I would select negative W axis and press preview button to see the structure preview. And if you specify the thickness along positive W axis and press preview button, then the brick is located above the working plane. Now we specify the brick material, and I will select copper from material library. Here is the copper. Press OK to complete the structure. Every structure you create, it will be listed under the folder name component, and that is located here. The brick 1 is listed here. We can also change the dimensions from parameter list window. Once we have changed the dimensions, then we have to press F7 button to update the parameters. Now press F7 button to update the parameters. The brick has been changed completely, and that is why it is always convenient to use parameterization of the dimensions. Now I want to draw a cylinder on this face, and a cylinder has a radius and height, so we have to specify 2 new parameters for the cylinder: R for radius and H for height. And the type of the dimensions is length. Now I would like to mention one important thing, that once you start to draw any structure, the center of the structure by default will be that point where the local coordinate system is located. Right now our local coordinate system is not at this face, so our next job is to move the local coordinate system to this face. And for that you have to go to Objects menu and select pick face, and double click on this face, and then go to WCS and select Align WCS with selected face. Now the coordinate system has been moved to that face. Now we are ready to draw a cylinder. Select cylinder and press Escape key and give the cylinder a name. The orientation specifies the axis of the cylinder. Right now it's W. We also have to specify the radius of the cylinder. If you want to draw a hollow cylinder, then the inner radius will come into play, but right now I want a solid one. So let the inner radius be 0, and this is the center of the cylinder, is by default the origin of the coordinate system. Since we want to draw a cylinder above the brake, we must specify the height along the positive W axis. Now press OK button to complete the structure. Here is our cylinder. Let us rotate the structure a little bit. Now I would like to modify one of the faces of this brake. Let's say I want to extend and modify this face, and for the purpose of that doing so, I would like to use the extrude functions. But before using that function, I have to select that face. So select that face and then click extrude function from the toolbar and give it a name like extension. The height is the measurement of the extension. Let us give a value of 30. The twisting is measured in terms of angular degree. Both positive and negative angle values are possible, and they correspond to counterclockwise and clockwise twisting respectively. Let us give positive 30 degree, and the taper can be also positive and negative. I mean, they are also measured in terms of degree, and they correspond to gradual increase or decrease in size. And press OK button to complete the structure. Here is a modified object. We can also turn off the working plane and see the structure more clearly. And that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.